Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Play My Music podcast. I am your host, Mark Reddick, and we're about to get off another wonderful show today. So today I have with me a special band called Scandal Tree, all the way from over the waters and the seas. They're all the way from Australia. Let's show them some love, y'all. Yeah. Well, guys, y'all finally made it here. I'm glad to have you.
Thanks,
Slow this down a little bit. So, Scandal Tree. We have our lead singer. I can't, my eyes, I guess. I need some glasses. Mr. Huck. We have Mr. Grant, guitar player, and we have Joe, the bass player. Is that correct?
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, and the drummer couldn't make it today. Well, tonight for you guys. I'll get it together. All right. Who wants to start? How'd you guys come together? How did that happen?
Gonna go, Grant?
Yeah, well, the drummer formed the band originally with a guitarist, and then I joined, and we had a first lineup of the band. That went for a year or two, and then we had COVID and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had another couple of guys, and we mucked around for a while, got Joe. And then we met Huck in another band, and when our singer decided to leave, we reached out to him, and he just happened to be bandless at the time, so he came in.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've had sort of three lineups of the band since 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's, a couple of years now, I guess?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
So I think we've kind of evolved from sort of grunge to hard rock, and then to whatever we are now.
Okay. Cool. I don't know which one of you guys is coming from, but I hear somebody in the background. It sounds like somebody's fixing a cup of coffee for me. So if it's for me, they can just pass it through the screen. Okay, so you guys have been at it since about 2019. Okay. Anything you guys, Joe, you want to add to that, or Huck?
Joe?
Nothing major right at this stage, but just expanding upon what Grant was saying, that we are a little bit alternative hard rock, but a little bit left of field, and we'll get into influences and artists we like a little bit later on.
Okay.
Yeah, I was the last to join, and I came in from another band where I'd written a lot of great songs with them and hadn't recorded. So one of the things I really wanted to do with this band was just not have songs that just died and disappeared. And so came in with the aim of recording an album, which is what we did pretty much most of this year and some of last year. And that's where we guess a segue into our new songs. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's a good segue into the music you guys sent us. So let's deal with that. Let's look into that. So the first one we're gonna listen to is "Ava Don't Cry." So who wants to tell me about that? How'd you come up with that title?
The top. Joe? Oh.
Okay. Well, I got a little bit.
Joe
So
came
Joe's going to
prepared.
tell you about. Joe will tell you about the riff. I'll let you know about the song. So the song is an imaginary dude on death row waiting to be executed, who's sort of lashing out at people, but it's a little bit like most of the stuff I write. It's got a little bit of humor, and it's
Mm-hmm.
a little bit left of field. So that's the theme of the song. And
Okay.
meanwhile, he's telling his sister not to cry and to be
Mm-hmm.
brave. What you doing there,
Okay.
Joe?
Joe, you wanted to say something with your guitar?
Oh yes, yeah, yes. I can only speak when I've got a guitar. No, I'm okay a lot of the times. But what happened was I had this riff, and it was really just doing hammer-ons and pull-offs on the A string, and then having that droning E string. So it was a much slower, something like. And I was trying to remember or figure out how to play Rory Gallagher's song Cradle Rock, but I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
do it. And it turned out to be, it was completely different anyway. But I had that little riff and I knew it was good, but it just needed the right song. And so the other guys, we expanded upon that, put in one or two more chord progressions. I think G, D, C, and then and we went, oh, how are we going to get back to the main riff? And I said, well, why don't we just do something chromatic? Then the other guys, they added in a few more chord progressions,
Mm-hmm.
and they added in this really good shifting tempo, which really gave it some punch. And of course, Huck had the wonderful lyrics. Actually, something I need to ask you, Huck, before I forget. When he
Mm.
says, "Look at my eyes, sister," is he actually talking to his sister, or is that just meant to be one of those terms of endearment?
Oh, I think for me, when I was writing it, was probably more literal. Look at my
Oh,
eyes and get strength from looking at me, that sort of thing.
yeah. No, that's a great,
Okay.
great little dimension to it. And that's basically how Ava Don't Cry came about. But
Mm-hmm.
it goes to show you it's a wonderful example of writing with other people, how
Mm-hmm.
it can really be a great thing, because either you have an idea or you have little song structures, but they're not complete and you're not really sure where to take them. So other people can come in and go, well, I've got this little bit, or why don't we do this? Or you may not have any lyrics. There's a lot of different scenarios, but yeah, no, it's one of those songs I'm really proud to have been a part of writing it and recording it.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I can hear the excitement. Okay, and I see the excitement. All right, Grant, you want to add anything?
Um, well, I think Joe covered most of it, but yeah, I think it's a good example of how we write as a band. Really, like
Mm-hmm.
someone like in this case, Joe comes in with an initial idea, and then everyone just adds their bit. Huck goes away and works out what the song's going to be about, and
Mm-hmm.
writes the words, and then does a lot of the arrange. That's Huck. One of Huck's strengths is arranging, I think. So he'll say, "Well, I can't sing over that bit," or maybe this part goes on too long, or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
chop stuff out or add stuff, and yeah, all of our songs are like that, very collaborative. There's very rarely someone comes in with a whole song.
True. I know
Hmm.
that feeling. Okay,
Mm.
so let's listen to it. Ava, don't cry. Let's check this out. Yeah, man, that's hot. That's
Yeah,
fire, guys. I like
yeah,
that.
thanks.
Thank you.
Man, that woke me up. Six 6:45 a.m. over here. Okay, that's what I needed right there. Alva don't cry, and I love the time signature change. Especially at the end. I like
Mm.
that, man. That's great. You guys are really talented. Alva don't cry. Cool. All right. I like that. That was fire. Who did that guitar solo at right at? I heard a couple of solos, but I heard especially one where the whole band dropped. Somebody
That,
just ripped it.
that's our other guitarist on the recording was Jace, a guy named
Okay.
Jace.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
But the
did all
whole
that.
the whole whole thing is fire, man. Well, very well produced, very well written.
Mm.
I liked it. I love the vocals, everything about that song. Cool. All
Yeah,
right.
there's a video out there of it too, a video clip. We just released that a couple of weeks ago.
Oh man, you should
Yeah,
have
Mm.
on
told me that.
YouTube. Yeah,
If I had it, I could have had it queued up. We could have played it on here. Well,
yeah.
hopefully you
There's
guys
one
will
for
come
Tooth
back in
Fairy
the
too.
future.
Sure.
Well, hopefully you guys can come back at a future date. We could play that and talk about some of the other new music. All
Mm.
right. So we're gonna check out Tooth Fairy. So tell us about that. How'd you guys come up with that?
Tooth Fairies. I kind of like the ghoulish, like stories with ghouls and those sort of things, and it, I guess, slightly comes off that Hellboy movie where they had the Tooth Fairy. It was the first time I really thought about the Tooth Fairies as being something which could be a little bit malevolent.
Hmm.
And so came up with this idea of a Tooth Fairy, which when the child runs out of teeth, they start having a bit of a tantrum. They can't really handle themselves emotionally. And so that's the sort of the character which the Tooth Fairy is.
Okay. Running out of teeth. That's funny. Anybody else want to add to that?
Uh,
Go
Go
ahead,
for it.
Joe.
Okay. Well, fun little fact about the recording of Tooth Fairy. There's a ukulele in there that runs throughout underneath all the guitars, bass, and drums.
Hmm. Well, okay, that's interesting.
It's a bit of an in joke because Joe knows I'm not a fan of the ukulele, but he
Oh,
managed to, he snuck that in there.
so that's what the laughing and snickering was about, huh? Okay,
Yeah,
he snuck it in.
yeah, snuck in there, and it really worked. I think if he'd strummed it, we probably would have been different. But as he's plucking the ukulele, it's a different ukulele too. What was it? Some special ukulele, wasn't it, Joe?
So it was made by a guy up in the Sunshine Coast. He has a company called Gazelle Guitars, and there was a guitar fair up here at Mount Cootha, and I was thinking, oh, I'll get one of these guitars, but I ended up walking away with this ukulele, and it's got a bit of a deeper tone than your standard ukes, but I I'd come back from a trip in Japan and I'd had a shamisen lesson. And I really like the sound of the shamisen and the koto. But I wanted to try and capture those sounds with the ukulele. And I was just playing with it one day and I found that playing near the bridge and using a flat pick got that oriental sound. And I went, oh, this is fantastic. So I came up with a part, and in the chorus added in a couple of octaves as well, because I am a big Wes Montgomery fan, and it came together. And then towards the end, I was just playing this one chord, this C minor chord, but then also as I was doing an arpeggio, bending the strings up, so it had this down, and look, it took a bit of convincing, but I went, look, trust me, guys, it's going to work. I know exactly what I'm going to play. And I did it in one take, and there was this part in between the last chorus and then the outro where I was just palm muting it because I was trying to copy the scratch picking technique I heard Jeff Beck use in the Yardbirds. And I thought, well, I'll do that. And if it doesn't work, they can always cut it out. But then our producer, Nick Carpenter, ended up doubling that and putting it in the intro. Then when we were listening to one of the rough mixes, the other guys are going, what is that sound? And I went, oh, yeah, that's that. That's that little ad-lib part I put it on the ukulele. But when it comes to the band, I'm the fairy dust guy. I'm always thinking about how can we add to this and make it a little bit different. So it's very common for me to have unusual instruments or unusual arrangements. But
there's a bell in it too.
Yes, yeah.
There's a little bell.
And it's almost a bit of a miniature glockenspiel, but I just found these one or two notes and I was trying to get the feeling of the soundtrack from that great movie Suspiria, and also a little bit of The Exorcist in there. So ding, ding, and that's in there as well.
Okay, cool. Grant, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, it started out as like a sort of, I don't know, I guess a misfitsy sort of, almost a punk song, and then, yeah, by the time Huck sort of added that theme, horror, sort of kind of horror theme, and Joe sprinkled his fairy dust all over it. I don't know what it is now, but it came out nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Tooth Fairy.
Mm.
Yeah, Tooth Fairy. Yeah, you guys are very energetic. How many? You guys do a lot of live shows?
Try to.
Okay.
Yeah, as many as we can. Generally,
Yeah,
like,
that's.
we
I
usually
can
try
see
to
you
set up
guys
about
on
once a
stage,
month, yeah.
just really ripping it.
Yeah,
And,
certainly try to put the energy on stage as well. So,
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. I'm sorry you guys didn't send me any more material.
Yeah.
That's it for today. Um, but before you leave, could you share with us, some more information about you guys, where we can find your music on the digital platforms and,
Yeah.
upcoming shows and things of that nature?
Sure. Well, we've got two videos we've got Tooth Fairy and Ava Don't Cry are both on YouTube. If you look for
Okay.
Scandal Tree and find our page, we're on Spotify and all the regular streaming, what do you call them? Streaming channels, outlets.
Mm-hmm.
Platform.
Platforms, that's the one. Where else are we, Grant? We've got Facebook and socials and
Instagram.
TikTok, all those sort of things.
All the main ones. What, Bandcamp, maybe?
And I think our next show, we're playing in Brisbane on the 24th of January, on the eve of 24th. And 25th is public holiday because it's Australia Day. So people will be out for a good night, I hope.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a place called Blutes, Blutes. If you live in the Brisbane area, it's in the Fortitude Valley. So
Great.
come down.
All right, you guys are really doing it out there. Okay. Well, let me also say that I hope you're following us on Facebook, the Music Lab. So when we post this interview, we just tag you guys and just pop up.
Yep.
But please feel free to come back. You guys have some more
sure.
songs that you're gonna release or have released.
We've got more coming.
All right. Yeah. Well, hit us up, and we'll do this again. I
Thanks.
don't know if I'll be all prepared at 6:30 in the morning, but but it's all good. It's all good. But you guys are very talented. I enjoyed sitting down with you guys and just chopping it up, and all your little creativities happening in between these songs with the ukulele and Joe and all that. I was listening for that, so I heard it. I heard how you guys snuck it in there, so that was cool. But you guys are welcome to come back, and we enjoyed your company today. So until next time, we'll see you soon, hopefully.
Thanks for having us, Mark. Cheers.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Nice to meet you.
All right, guys, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Scandal Tree, all the way from Australia. You just heard their music. I'm going to ask you guys to do one thing. Please don't stream their music. I need you guys to download their music and purchase it. Okay, our independent artists need as much support as we can give them. Scandal Tree, as you see, they're a wonderful band. Don't stream, please, because especially we independent artists, we don't win when you guys stream. Please, so download their music and support it. Okay, and if any of you want to have your music played on our show and we can sit here and talk, please send an inquiry to playmymusic711@gmail.com. That's playmymusic711@gmail.com. All right, that's it for today. Until next time, God bless you all. Peace. All right, Scandal Tree. All right, guys.
Bye.